Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm going to talk to you today about turmeric. It is often pronounced turmeric without the first R. It's easier for people to say. And is it a wonder herb? So it's been used for thousands of years to flavor food. It's most commonly known for its use in curries. It's the main ingredient in curry. And then it's also been used for thousands of years medicinally. It is a rhizomaceous herbaceous perennial plant in the ginger family. You see here, that just means that the stems and leaves die out each year, that it has a rhizome that is formed under the ground, much just like the ginger, and that it continues to grow for more than 2 years, or continues to come back each year. It is the main ingredient in curries and has been used for ailments ranging from minor skin abrasions to cancer treatment and prevention. I have a friend who has had very positive results with both herself and her mini dogs. So in preparation, the root is gathered annually. They say it looks just much like the ginger, a little bit darker in orange color. It's gathered, and then if not used fresh or juiced, it is boiled for 30 to 45 minutes, put into a drying oven, and then ground into the powder that we use in curries. It is a dietary supplement and is sold in pill form. However, it's not recommended that one takes the pills for more than a few months because the concentration of the main ingredient, active ingredient, curcumin, is too high in the pill form and can cause adverse effects. So the lady I interviewed, she prepares it by taking the ground powder, mixing with coconut oil, and then adding some fresh ground pepper, which helps the absorption in the body. She also adds cinnamon because in pets, without the cinnamon, they take on a cat pee smell. She recommends starting off slow, an eighth of a teaspoon once a day, and then up to 2 times a day if you take too much, so that it can cause diarrhea. It is a spice that's been commonly used in Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, making curries, and it's also used in dyes, a very mellow, earthy toned dye, not a very strong color. It's used in coloring cheeses and commercial mustards as well. India produces almost all of the world's turmeric and uses 80% of that. It's been used for medicinal purposes for 4,000 plus years, and within the last 25 years there have been over 3,000 publications on the subject. The Vedic culture in India used it as a culinary spice, and also has religious significance, and they would use it in marriage ceremonies. It shows up in China around 700 AD, East Africa 800 AD, West Africa 1200 AD, and then in Jamaica in the 18th century. There's a long history of medicinal use in South Asia, shown in some Sanskrit medicinal treatises. The active ingredient is the curcumin. It is an anti-inflammatory, so it can be used to treat headaches, arthritis, eczema, fibromyalgia, fever, bruising, soreness inside the mouth. It is also an antibacterial, so it can be used to treat colds, lung infections, eye infections, infected wounds. It is an antifungal, can be used to treat ringworm. And it's also an antioxidant, antiviral, and antitumoral, which would show its applications in cancer. Additionally, it can be used to treat heartburn, stomach pain, diarrhea, intestinal gas, stomach bloating, loss of appetite, jaundice, liver problems, leprosy, leech bites, menstrual problems, depression, water retention, worms, kidney problems, and gallbladder disease. So the list is wide. In the Arabic writings dating back to 250 BC, they recommended an ointment containing turmeric to relieve the effects of poisoned food. And one study showed turmeric worked just about as well as ibuprofen for reducing osteoarthritis pain. My friend uses it to stop her jaw clicking in the morning, and then she says she's able to do more strenuous work without as much pain afterwards. In her animals, she has a few that have collapsed tracheas, causing them to cough a lot, and when she stops giving them the turmeric, the coughing kicks back up. also used with her dogs for skin irritations, and wounds have cleared up. The National Center for the Complementary and Integrative Health says that there's little reliable evidence and support for use because there haven't been very many clinical trials. So some of the adverse effects is that it may slow blood clotting. That means that it shouldn't be taken within 2 weeks before surgery. It may decrease blood sugar, so may not be good for use in diabetic patients. It may lower testosterone levels and slow sperm movement, so it's not smart to take if you're trying to conceive. It's also shown that high amounts can prevent iron absorption and cause anemia. Pregnant and nursing women, of course, should always use caution. And if you start off with too much, you can get diarrhea, so small doses to start. And as far as the use of the product, there needs to be more research done. The cancer trials that they've used it in have had a hard time establishing a proper dose. It is a dietary supplement, so that means it's not FDA approved. The U.S. spends $10 billion a year on alternative therapies, and the USDA spends $650 million a year on botanical supplements, including turmeric. So, is it a wonder herb? It definitely deserves some more look. Thank you.